And we begin with the very latest on a local breaking news alert that we've been following all afternoon. A train derailment brings fears of the dangerous materials and the hazardous materials the train was carrying to a local community.
The warning for people in Falmouth to stay inside has been lifted this evening, but there's still a huge task to clean up after the cars went off the tracks near homes and a school. It's all just beginning, that cleanup. Local 12's Joe Webb has been there all afternoon. He joins us again live with the latest. Joe.
Well, Cammie, I am on the US 27 overpass over the CSX railroad tracks. That red metal roof that you see behind me is the roof to Southern Elementary School. What you see here is the beginning of that 24-car train derailment that happened in the heart of Falmouth this morning. And I say, when you look at this and you look at the pictures, it's safe to say this was a close call. Now, all of the carnage, 24 derailed cars, some containing hazardous materials, sent a scare through Falmouth today, right through the heart of this little town. All of this, every bit of this happening not 100 feet from where people eat, sleep, kids ride their bikes, and go to school. 4 of the 125 cars on this train heading from Cincinnati to Atlanta were carrying sulfuric acid. And when first responders got on the scene, they spotted a leaking car. And knowing there were hazardous materials on the train, they ordered everyone in Falmouth to shelter in place. Now, Northern Kentucky hazmat crews, the specialists, arrived here about noon and determined that the leak was harmless. They lifted the shelter in place actually about 2:30 this afternoon. And when you look at this damage, it is hard to believe no one was injured.
When you're talking about 125 cars and 23 of them big cars carrying all sorts of material go off a railroad track that close to houses, and there's a business, not a bit, but a county building and a city building up there that's fairly close, and a school that's really close over here, but it all happened on this side. Yes, we're very, very fortunate. And just as soon as that team said that there was no hazmat involved, you could just hear a big sigh of relief from everybody.
Now, CSX says it will be weeks before they can really determine what caused the accident, what caused all these cars to derail, but they are out there. You can see guys working on the tracks right now. They have a small army of people from the railroad and railroad specialists here with all kinds of heavy equipment already getting in there to start to clean up this mess. The one issue for the people of Falmouth, they are milling around. You can see traffic is moving. People are getting back to normal. The only thing that's not normal for them is a lot of them still do not have power. And it is hot in Falmouth today. It's going to be a hot night for those who don't have an opportunity to turn on the air conditioning. But the hazard is over. So good news for everybody, and the best news of all, no one was injured. Cammie?
That is great news. Joe Webb, thank you.
Well, summer is